Yeah. Yep. Money's gonna trickle down, right? Again, people don't want to see it. Nobody wants to tell you the truth, right? Everybody and their grandmama is busy on another level. I told you the only money that is going to trickle down is going to be from the whole entire cryptocurrency ocean into Kaspa. That is what is going to trickle down. But well, time is going to come. It's coming, and you will understand it. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah. Everything, guys. Definitely everything. That's better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. Money is not trickling down, is it? First we will look at the market performance for the past 24 hours. Then we'll check out prices in details, and after we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Let me set this down. Okay. Here we go. Let's get into business. You guys remember when Bitcoin started? Every day, what you hear people talk about? Oh, it's peer-to-peer money. It's the end of the banks as we know it. And it's this and that. We started hearing that, right? And to be honest with you, that was one of the things that kept me from getting in Bitcoin when I saw it at $1. And yeah, it is a double-edged sword. So yeah, I missed the opportunity. We can't cry for the spill of that milk. Anyways, it is done. But they were just like, oh yeah, peer-to-peer money, because then that was the only thing available, right, on that niche. And they started saying that, and they were saying things like, yeah, when you want to transfer without government censorship and this and that, excuse me, you start to get this kind of mantra, like they would say in Spanish, el pan nuestro de cada día. That's like, man, everywhere you turn. Even when competition started coming out, right? Because Ethereum came out, and Ethereum was like, nah, we are the programmable money. Bitcoin, nope. You can't. It's all us. So they started battling themselves out there. And what they're not telling you is that actually they are, all of them, all these cryptos, they are all just like the banks. They are all just like the government. Bitcoin, for example, okay? If you take Bitcoin on itself, is decentralized for now. For now, it's decentralized, and I will explain what I mean by that. If you take Bitcoin, as soon as you put it on the Lightning Network, it's no longer decentralized. Because as soon as you put it there to transfer it, you start knowing who, when, how much, everything. You start to know it. And I'm pretty sure Trumpicius, Margex, and his cronies, they have somewhere inside that White House basement somebody who can push that button and freeze that transaction as soon as it gets on Lightning Network. For sure. Okay? Then you start having the release of all of them. It is funny because a lot of people talked about this. We all talked about it before, but it did not get the same attention that it is getting now. After Bybit published that list, a lot of you have seen it. You remember when that incident happened with the Sui, and the dev team came out and they were telling you there was a big cockroach, okay, a big Texan cockroach that got into there and moved things around, and that's what caused the freeze and the hack and all that. And I was here laughing about it, telling you guys it's a lie. These guys could do this. They can freeze your transaction. They can take your money, do whatever. The same thing as if the government is doing it right now. Most of you did not believe it, right? And now you start to see the list out there. Okay, let me pull it out for a second. Give me a second. Let's see, where do I have it? Right here. Okay. Blockchains and projects with freezing capabilities. The same thing that we are trying to run away. You do not want anybody to know who, when, how, or even if I decided, okay? Listen, before we go into this. If I decided at 2 o'clock in the morning, I want to send whatever amount of money. If I want to send it, I get out and do my stuff. I do not want anybody telling me that the money my black ass work for, I have to tell you what to do, what I'm about to do with it. Okay, so a list of all these blockchains, let's just say, just like Uncle Sam right now, the government. If the government doesn't like what you're doing, they'll freeze your money, right? The government can come out today and say, you know what, it's too sunny today. You know what, for that reason, MMJ, we're gonna freeze your account. And they will do it. They can come out today and be like, man, I don't like the way you look today. I don't like that you shave your beards. Okay, click, freeze it. That is what we're running away from, right? But these blockchains and these projects, which again, you look at list number 1, BNB. Does that sound familiar to you? VChain, Sui, see? The one with the big cockroach, right? The Hakilandia, Aptos, Polygon, Solana. Of course, Solana is going to be there. Crashilandia is going to be there. XRP, you see? Those of you with, XRP is going to change the world. Okay. XRP, Algorand, Stellar Lumen, Ethereum, Avalanche, Tron Network. I mean, this is just the few of them. This is what they looked into. Because the rumors are saying that there might be around even 100 or more that have these freezing capabilities. See? The Satoshi's vision that Bitcoin is claiming to fulfill. Once you put Bitcoin on Lightning Network, it will be added to that list. See it? It is coming, and this is why I keep telling you, like, time is going to come. Kaspa is going to show up on the stage like Kool-Aid. Yay! And once he shows up, all these chains are going to have a problem. They're going to have it. Right? Now, when we start talking about that, Kaspa solves the trilemma. Okay? Security, scalability. Oh, come on. Excuse me for a sec. Yeah, so, sorry about that. Okay, I have to answer my call correctly. Anyways, where were we? Okay. Security, scalability, and decentralization. Okay, those 3 things, which if you act, like I always say, actually is the quadrilemma, because you have to add the interoperability into it. Meaning, if you're on Solana, okay, Crashilandia, and I'm on King Kaspa, we can interoperate those 2 blockchains and block DAX. If you're in the Sui, Hakilandia, and I'm on King Kaspa, we can talk, right? It's just like, hey, I'm a black man. I might like a white girl. See? I might like an Asian girl. I might like a Caucasian. So it's got to be interoperable. That's why I call it the quadrilemma. So when you start talking about that, we go to the praise that first, security. Bitcoin, in a matter of time, is not going to be secure. I think Bitcoin is going to go to that proof of stake. You will see. You will see, because right now, Marathon Digital has already started raising the alarms on this. If you look at my X account, I reposted it. Okay, I did repost it because it is crazy what they are talking about, and it's funny. Like I said, I told you guys, Kaspa was the real Bitcoin. And a couple of months before, I was pointing out this exact problem that Marathon Digital is where do I have it? Is pointing out. Okay, I was pointing it out, and everybody and their grandmama did not want to listen. Oh, excuse me, let me find it. Okay, here, because I did repost it asking one of the Bitcoin bulls. Oh, come on. Excuse me a second. Man, I hate when it does this. One of the Bitcoin bulls, you guys already know him, Freddy Krueger, right? Because I did repost it when I was saying like, okay, my friend, please, I need your thoughts on this. For me, this is another reason why I said Kaspa is the real Bitcoin. But regardless, I'm interested in your opinion, bro. So, because this came in, Marathon Digital CEO says miners without power control won't survive the next Bitcoin halving. This right here, it might not be, okay? It might not be that much for a lot of people, but unless you understand what is going on here, okay, you have to read it and go into the article, okay, understand what they are talking about. It is something that unless you are concerned, about where Bitcoin and the rest of the blockchains are going, it will not affect you. But when you start to see that the OG of all of them, Bitcoin, is losing that security, because once miners shut down, yep. Yep. And we're talking about the decentralization too, right? Which is the point number 2 on this trilemma solving. And then you look at Kaspa's camp, number of nodes is increasing. Almost 800, like they are going so fast, it's not even funny. Number of nodes are increasing on the Kaspa's camp, which means the security is also increasing. See what I'm talking about? So yeah, everybody and their grandmama still there. Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin, yeah. I'm telling you, Bitcoin is going to face that problem, and then the price is going to be affected. Because if the miners are shutting down, they are not profitable, guess what will happen? Either it's going to be just one entity like Marathon Digital mining Bitcoin, therefore controlling how much Bitcoin they want to dish in or dish out. Because without the mining rewards, I also want to see, are they going to keep on mining Bitcoin? I want to see that. Even as soon as we get to a Bitcoin being almost completely mined out the way Kaspa is right now, are they going to keep doing it? Because if they come out and be like, yeah, to hell with this, we ain't doing it no more, there you go. Right? Excuse me. There you go. We come again and we start talking about security part of it. Check Solana. Validators. On there they can come and be like, you know what, I'm broke, I need my money. Take out their coins and sell them. What happens? Most people are not thinking about this kind of stuff. Okay? And again, you start to think about it, scalability. Kaspa is the only one that can scale like a madman. Right now, 10 blocks per second. Soon we'll be talking about 30 blocks per second. And then the dark night is going to kick in, because things are beginning to switch place. You remember that on banking that they was talking about, oh, banking for the unbanked, we don't want to do this, blah, 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 Bitcoin. No, Kaspa is the only one solving that problem. And now, you are going to have a system. You remember, we were talking about Solana when I told you. Solana ran up because they pegged everything you want to do in the Solana ecosystem to the Solana coin, right? You want to sell or buy meme coin, you have to buy Solana, convert them to this and get to that. You want to do a stable coin, you have to transfer to Solana and then do this, and all that stuff was going on. So now Ethereum was doing that at first until they started getting these layer 2s. You all remember, right? And I told you it is not going to be sustainable. Okay, I was telling people it's not going to be sustainable because all those layer 2s, they are all taking money away from Ethereum. It's like you are living rent-free. Okay, you are on Ethereum network, but you are not paying the rent to Ethereum. And Kaspa is going to do something different about it. And I kept telling you guys, it's going to be like you living in a building and you're paying rent for the building owner. That's what's going to happen. You have the zero knowledge proof, in which even when you execute this offline, okay, it's going to get verified by Kaspa. This kind of things, it's going to, the Vprogs, like they call them, are going to be crazy. You know what? I can't explain it right. Let me play this video for you right quick, okay? And let's see. Excuse me. Okay, this one.
What if I told you the next major move for Kaspa isn't about a listing with Binance? It's about an entirely new way of running smart contracts directly on the base layer. Enter Vprogs. In this video, we're breaking down what Vprogs actually are, how they change Kaspa's architecture, and most importantly,
and this, man, after we're done this, we'll talk about it, okay? But this is one of the reasons why I keep telling you, accumulate Kaspa. Do not sleep on this thing, because again, once Kaspa start getting this Vprogs out, the value start getting added to the Kaspa chain, the Kaspa coin is going to go so high. This is why I'm telling you, in every video that I have, I do say Kaspa to $10. Y'all remember? This is the reason. But anyways, let's listen to it right quick.
It could change everything for Kaspa miners, developers, and holders. Hit like if you're a Kaspa miner or you're thinking about diving in. You'll want to follow this one closely. Let's go. Before we dig into Vprogs, a quick recap. Kaspa is a proof-of-work cryptocurrency built on a block DAG architecture called Ghost DAG, enabling high output, low latency, and scalable proof-of-work settlement. Because Kaspa already solves most of the scaling or proof-of-work trade-offs, the next battle is about programmability and ecosystem growth, and that is where Vprogs come in. Vprogs stands for verifiable programs. They're not just typical smart contracts or roll-ups. They're a new architecture where programs live directly on Kaspa's layer 1, but operate in a modular, self-verifying fashion. So the key traits of a Vprog: each Vprog has its own state and execution logic. They produce zero knowledge proof or similar cryptographic proof that the execution was correct, then publish that proof to the chain. They can interact synchronously across Vprogs while still retaining sovereignty, meaning you don't sacrifice modularity for composability. In short, Vprogs give you the programmability you expect from smart contract chains, without the downsides of roll-ups, bridges, or fragmented systems. Here is where it gets really interesting for Kaspa. Because Kaspa is built up as a settlement rail from the start, it already emphasizes layer 1 finality, proof of work security, and high throughput. Vprogs extend the value of one economy, in this case, the Kas ecosystem, instead of dozens of splintered ecosystems. For example, one article says, every app still runs independently, but everything runs directly on Kaspa's layer 1. There are no roll-ups, no bridges, no sidechain pulling liquidity away.
You see, that is what I'm telling you. You are not going to have little ecosystem like Polygon, like whatever, that are siphoning money away from from Ethereum. All you have to do right now is accumulate Kaspa. Okay, well, let's keep on going, please.
On other projects, from a developer and miner's standpoint, you're mining and securing Kas. If the ecosystem grows via Vprogs, those apps drive demand back into Kas, and miners benefit from usage and settlement volume rather than branching off. To contrast, on chains like Ethereum or blockchains using many layer 2s, liquidity and developer efforts often scatter across tokens and layers. With Kaspa and Vprogs, the theory is one token and one economy. And that's a narrative that's resonating with the community. So why should you care? Increased utility equals more demand for Kas. More apps and programmable settlement means more on-chain transactions, meaning more Kas used for fees and settlement. Stronger network purpose. Kaspa starts to go from a fast proof-of-work coin to programmable settlement layer that can attract developers, usage, and institutional interest, mining relevance and ecosystem alignment. As miners, you already help secure the network. If the network's value proposition broadens via Vprogs, your asset, Kas, is closer to real usage rather than just speculative. And ecosystem risk reduction. Because Vprogs aim to eliminate bridges or roll-ups, which in turn carry risk, Kaspa's model is aiming for a cleaner settlement that could appeal in a regulatory climate where bridging and layer 2 risk are under scrutiny. But there are also risks and caveats. The implementation is still in progress. It is a complex architecture. Developers need to adopt and apps need to be built. Theory matters only when execution happens. And competition. Other chains and ecosystems are not standing still. Kaspa will need to deliver the dev tooling and ecosystem support. All things considered, if Kaspa nails Vprogs, this could be bigger than any exchange listing in terms of long-term structural impact. So what should you watch for if you're tracking this story? Official updates and releases from the Kaspa dev team about Vprogs stable release or testnet launch. Developer adoption. Announcements of protocols or apps saying they will build on Kaspa via Vprogs. Metrics. Usage of the Kaspa chain increasing beyond mining or trading. For example, settlement apps or DeFi protocols beginning to anchor on Kaspa. Miner sentiment and Kas staking or locking activity, since broader ecosystem usage could shift incentives. To wrap up, Vprogs are not just a feature. They could redefine what Kaspa is, how the token accrues value, and how the network evolves. For miners and holders, this is a chance to stay ahead of the curve. If you're excited about this, hit that like.
See, that's what I'm telling you. Like everybody and their grandmama, all they keep doing is like, they look at stuff and nobody pays attention. Nobody really looks in depth into it. Once Kaspa have all this thing out, I'm telling you, all this layer 1, including Bitcoin, they are in trouble. Because again, we already know this crap they're talking about store of value, it ain't. We already know. You just wait for Kaspa to start hitting $1, $2, $3 trillion. You are going to hear it. Oh, it's Kaspa store of value. The reason why Ethereum, Solana, all of them, they are fighting so fast to survive right now is because they know what's coming. And you and I, this is where we start making our moves. Like I told you, generational wealth. You want to get into these things before everybody and their grandmama start being expert on Kaspa. You want to do that. Okay, so right now, 4 or 5 cents. And you're still crying about it. I gave you example of what happened to Solana. When the Solana token started getting used, you saw the value skyrocket. Example, Sui, the same thing. It started skyrocketing. But we all know that these things, when institution adoption really kicks in, they're going to see, okay, these guys, they can freeze my money. These guys, they can freeze my transaction. Just like it's happening right now in real world. Okay, the government goes in, they don't like what this country is doing, they freeze their stuff. And you think institutions are going to go for that? No? You think institutions are going to go, okay, we know, like for example, you have a problem and you're trying to use Solana, or you're trying to use XRP, let's say like the one that a lot of you are always chanting about. You're trying to use XRP to move your money cross-border. You launch it on chain, and the government finds out something they don't like about you. You think they're not going to take up their phone and call XRP people and tell them, hey, that transaction needs to be stopped? You think they're not going to do it? So everything else that we are all crying about, we want it to happen in crypto, is not happening on there, but it's happening in Kaspa. That's where it's happening. On banking, even for people who don't have internet. Okay, they can bank, do whatever they want to do. As soon as the person providing the service connects to the internet, all transactions get verified. It's that simple. So you are in front of a situation where, like I said the other day, it's a crossroads. This is either you take it or you leave it. But you have to understand something. After 2026, the chances of you becoming a multi-millionaire are going to diminish unless you win the lottery, of course. But you have to understand it and remember that during recessions, And during economic downturns is when everybody, okay, everybody's fearful, right? But that is when most millionaires are created. The guy that I follow, Warren Buffett, he always says it. Be greedy when people are fearful, and be fearful when people are greedy. Now, if you look at Quant, Kaspa, everybody's talking trash about them. Oh, look at that, it's not performing. Ah, man, I regret buying this. I do. This is the time you are supposed to start piling up your pockets. Shit, your pockets are not even big enough. You need a big truck and start loading Kaspa into it because it's coming. Everybody's keep thinking like, oh yeah, Vprogs are not going to be here in the next 3 years. They are already testing it. They're already doing it. We already, like I told you, there are projects that are going to switch over. They are already switching over. So yeah, why don't you go just get the tree instead of waiting for the apples? That's what's happening right now. And then I keep telling you, you've got to watch where the money is going to go. Okay? You got to do that. And the guy told me the other day, say you needed, I was just thinking about it. Because people seems to think like, this is off topic, okay? People seems to think like, oh, I can't make money using other coins. Yes, I can. I'm a trader. I do that stuff. But I'm not going to talk about those coins on my channel. I'm not going to do that because I don't promote them. Okay? So what I'm about to do, let me just, since I'm busy right now, I'm about to do is like I will create a group, a private group, which again I will be giving those signals over there, but it ain't gonna be for free. Information I provide here for my millionaire journey, yeah, that is for free. But if I start providing those signals for whatever, let's just say I just figure out this coin is about to do this and about to go up, and I provide that signal, I'm gonna put it on that private group, and it's gonna be a charge for it. So if you want free money, buy Kaspa, buy Quant. You want those trading alerts, I'm gonna put a link on that program, how you call it, a link to that, access to that below, and I will be dropping signals on those ones. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick, let's go look at the market. Let's go see how the market has been performing, because I see people jumping left and right now. They don't understand. Like I told you, money is not gonna trickle down. Bitcoin dumps, the entire market dumps. Bitcoin goes up, entire market goes up. The same thing, like I told you, the market is going to run because Bitcoin has, I think the top is going to be around that 150, 160,000. But we will do it like we always do. We will go over there. Once it gets there, we will reevaluate the market, look at the conditions, and see if it is time to close shop or not. Okay, but anyways, let's go see how the market has been performing. Okay, so we're going to look at our good friend Crypto Bubbles right here. See what I was telling you? I'm pretty sure if you look at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is pumping. Anyways, like, you know what? Let's look at it. I know I usually be King Kaspa first, but Bitcoin, let's see Bitcoin right quick. Bitcoin for the past hour is pumping. See? It's going. So yeah, it is dragging the entire market up with it. So that's exactly, like you can see for the past hour, 0.4% up, 3.4% down the day, 4% down the week, 12.1% down the month, and 7.2% up on the year. See, those that were selling those legacy wallets, moving money, they are already doing it. Sitting at the market cap of $1.94 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $127.76 billion. OMG. Look at that volume. That is insane. But anyways, now look at King Kaspa, KAS. Let's see. For the past hour, just like Bitcoin, also pumping, right? 1.1% up the last hour, 3.3% down on the day, 8.5% down on the week, 18.4% down on the month, and 63.2% down on the year. Sitting at the market cap of $1.26 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $58.53 million. That volume, yeah, it looks interesting, but it's not up yet. Okay, now we look at QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. 1.9% up the last hour, just like Bitcoin. 0.5% down on the day, 3% up on the week, 1.8% down on the month, and 39.6% down on the year. sitting at a market cap of $1.26 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $78.25 million. Okay, we go look at Cubic. Let's see what's going on that war, the camp. Again, like Bitcoin, right? 0.4% up the last hour, 3.6% down on the day, 12.6% down on the week, 44.3% down on the month, and 50% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $112.92 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.89 million. I'm telling you, I'm still monitoring this one because I need to get a position on it. Now, last but not the least, we see Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, just like Bitcoin. Look at that. For the past hour, 0.8% up, 2.4% down on the day, 10.3% down on the week, 13.6% down on the month, and 55.7% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $432.32 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $49.01 million. So yeah, like I said, money is not going to trickle down. It's not going to happen. Bitcoin moves, all coins move. Bitcoin dives, all coin dives. You see, it's up to you if you want to take that advice or not. Anyway, let's go look at prices in details. Although, like I told you, it all depends on what Bitcoin is doing. Okay, so we look at trading view, and it's this one right there. Let's see. Let's see what the Dixie is doing. Yep, this Dixie is going up 99, Bitcoin going down. Yep, that's what you want to see. Inverse correlation. Government just opened, of course Dixie is going to pump. Bitcoin is just going to do its thing and wait until Dixie reverses. Okay, now when we look at the stuff for the 1 hour, we look at Kaspa on the 1 hour chart. Okay, there you go. So right here, if I zoom it in, you see the ribbon, right? It has started to curve. That's what we look at. And then that's the first sign to show you that, okay, we might be now start to see the price go up, because ribbon, again, look at it, it has started to curve. Okay, and next thing, before we turn bullish, we need to see the price, because price usually do it. It's going to break up and get attracted to moving average. Okay, here is either get rejected or it can break above support and up it goes. Okay, that's what we're going to see, and that's what we're watching out for. But see, looking at the ribbon starting to curve, that is some bullish momentum right there. Okay, if you look at it on the 4 hourly, you see the first 4 hour has started to turn a green candle, but nothing here is going to matter until the 1 hour resets first. But once you see it start to recess, you are going to see the same thing. See where the moving average is? Look at where the price is. That right there calls for my attention, because it means right now we're about to have it do the same like I showed you on the 1 hourly. So yeah, everything here will depend on what Bitcoin does. Okay, unless some kind of extraordinary news comes out about Kaspa, like maybe some exchange listing or something that we will go against the current here. But everything's still playing the same, like I told you. Okay, it depends on what your trading strategy is. On the daily, we're seeing right here the ribbon started spraying out almost September. As you can see, it's getting bigger and bigger. So what we are waiting for, I'm waiting for this ribbon to start to curve on the daily, but that depends on what the 4 hourly and 1 hourly does. So let's sit tight and wait. Okay, look at where the price is and look at where the moving average is. That also tells you something. And if you want to go look at MACD, RSI, and maybe add some Bollinger Bands, you will also see what I'm talking about. Kaspa, the bottom is in. The bottom is in. That's what it is. Okay, now everybody and their grandmama talking about it, and I'm saying, listen, anything under 12 cents is just noise. It's just trading noise. That's what it is. Once Kaspa begins to break 12 cents, everybody and their grandmama is going to start following in. So that's the first resistance. After that, we do have 15 cents, followed by 18, 19 cents before we start hitting all-time high. And once we do that, we will then go into price discovery. Short term, Kaspa is going to make me money. Long long term, this thing is going to make me into a multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire. You will see. It is coming. Okay. Anyways, now let's go look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin. And the coin a lot of y'all like to hate, okay? Which is this one, QNT. Yesterday, remember what I was telling you? Look at the green. The ribbon is green. And like I said yesterday, it is always, once you break out of the moving average, two things, okay? Either you bounce on the ribbon or you bounce on that moving average as support. And what are we seeing right now? Exactly like I told you on my video yesterday, right? That's exactly. Breakout, like I said, either bounce on the moving average and up, or breakout, come back. Bounce on the ribbon and up, or come back, bounce on the moving average, and up we went, okay? The second is what is happening. And I was telling you it was still bullish because look at the ribbon. Ribbon still green and it was facing upwards, right? Now, when you look at the 4-hourly, what do you see? See, just exactly the same. We broke out, came back, retest. Now let's see. Look at it again. So it all gonna depends on what Bitcoin does. Because now I think Bitcoin has liquidated a lot of this long position that people had, and now they are going to start to liquidate short position because Bitcoin is going to start going up like a crazy cow. And now, when we look at stuff here, you can see ribbon still green. It's going up, no issues. And we have to just sit tight, right? Looking at it on the daily, let's see what we got going on. Daily is doing exactly like I told you, because the 1 hour has reset, the 4 hour has reset, now the daily is also resetted. As you can see, bounce and price always get attracted to moving average. Now we're about to see, is it going to get rejected or is it going to get above, use that as support and keep on going? Okay, everything is still playing out normal. Like I said, just like I said with what you call it, with Kaspa, anything under $125 is just noise. Traders swing trading and blah 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 happening. Once a quant goes above $125, yep, it begins. Next price target will be 151. Right after that, 150, 100. Yeah, sorry about that. I have to go away for a little bit. Anyways, yeah, as you guys can see, I said it. Anything under $125 for quant, it is just noise, okay? Right after that, we do have $151. Then conquer 164 before we start to look at 176. Right after that, we're gonna have us that 230 because there's not much resistance in the middle of that. Okay, once we finish, once we get above that, we are having all-time high before we start going into price discovery. So yeah, quant is doing its thing. I'm telling you, look at the week. The weekly candle have flipped. It's already green. So let's see how we close this candle. If we close it green and the next one also starts green, yeah, it is on. It is on, okay? So yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at Bitcoin, because that is the one that is driving everybody and their grandmama crazy right now. Excuse me, let's take this one, go this here, and I look at the Jonathan's pet turtle, okay, right here. See, Bitcoin, that's what is driving everybody crazy. Because yesterday, okay, we did have this move right here. We did have this move right here. But again, if you start looking at the ribbon, that's why I usually tell you, pay attention to the ribbon. Even though it's doing that, ribbon was not curving. It was still dropping. The difference now, as you can see, you still have to be careful because the ribbon, yeah, even though it started to show signs, it hasn't curved yet. It is still starting to show signs of curving. So be careful. You might have us the same thing here, but although here there is more probability. Look at the ribbon. I started to do this, right? The lines, they have started to go that way. So you have to pay attention to it. It's the weekend. We already know the weekend Bitcoin usually do its thing, right? And if you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will see the same thing. That's why I'm saying be careful a little bit, because if you look at the ribbon is still spraying a little bit. It hasn't started reversing yet. It hasn't started curving. The simple reason is that on the 1 hourly, it still hasn't curved. We have to see the 1 hour curve first, then the 4 hours will do the same. But one thing I'm bullish on Bitcoin here is because of look at where the moving average is and look at where the price is. It's a lot of distance, and we already know price always get attracted to the moving average, right? So those are things that I'm looking at. So regardless of what they're doing, guys, they're going to pump it. They are going to pump it. And when I say pump it, they're going to take it high. You will see. It is just a matter of time. You just watch and see, okay? Anyways, guys, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions right quick, okay? And before that, hey, I'm almost forgetting. Let's look at gold. Let's look at gold right quick. What gold is up to right now here. This is on the daily for gold. And let's see the 1 hour first. 1 hour, bam. Remember when I was telling you, right? Everybody and that grandmama called me crazy on gold. And I tell you, look, it is not the same. You usually do this. The ribbon on the 1 hour has turned red. And exactly like I was telling you, usually falls, retests, falls. Now gets attracted to the next move right now for gold, okay? Look, we get attracted to the moving average, but it went under it, okay? It went under. Now it's going to be a retest, and down we went. That's what you're going to see right now, right? If you look at it on the 4 hourly, look on the 4 hour right quick. 4 hourly, again, price always get attracted to the moving average, right? What's happening right now? So once it comes, we are going to see, probably going to go under it, okay? It's going to that and up and then keep going, unless Trumpicius, Magicius comes out with some special stuff. That's the only thing that you can see doing this and then bounce. But looking at the entire structure, okay, look at it on the daily, you will tell, you can tell that, yeah, I think we are looking at a double top. I think that's what we are looking at. Looking at the entire structure, because if this was just a touch and go like everybody else is saying, this right here would have then and becoming higher than this. If gold cannot break this high and create another higher price, yep, that will be the end of it. So you can see right now the day that we are right now is already red. So maybe this was a top, this is a second top, and then down we went. And once we start going down, moving average, that's where we are. That's where it's gonna try. That's why I've been telling guys, like, okay, pay attention to the $3,400 price on the gold. Okay, but anyways, let's just watch. Let's watch and see, because things are happening. Okay, things are happening, and we don't know. Okay, you don't know, because I told you macroeconomy is going to determine a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot on this market. Okay. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my position. But like I always said, please stay away from leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. Because if you get into leverage trading without experience, my friend, your next destination, wreck city. So stay away from them. But for those of you who want to learn and you want to know how to do this, down below I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Follow the links, sign up, meet their deposit requirements, and they are going to give you free money. Once you get the free money, I know it's tempting to just go all in. No. Once you get the free money, take $20 out and start trading. If you can turn 20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, you can do that over and over, then you are ready for the big money. If you cannot do it, don't. Keep on practicing. That's what you have to do. Or stay away from leverage completely. Just buy your coins on spot. Okay. Also down below there, I also have a link for Acorn. Acorn, I'm teaching my kid how to trade stocks and ETFs. So it's a good tool for you to have. Follow the link, sign up. They're going to give you $5. It's not enough, but hey, it's a way to start. Okay. Now let's go right quick. Let's start with my first of all, Bydfi. You guys know here I am trading King Kaspa. And also I'm trading quant. As you can see, my overall today is sitting at $7,100 after what the market did. Okay, if you go into my contracts, you will see that here on my quant, I am still down 2,800. Well, it's doing great. Before it was like what, 3,005, but I'm still down 2,800. And on my Kaspa, I'm still in profit, $206. And if you can see in all my positions, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop loss. So please do not do this if you don't know what you're doing. It's that simple, okay? Now let's go into Phemex. On Phemex, we do have that I'm only trading King Kaspa for now. My overall is sitting at $746. Again, the market did its thing, and me being an aggressive trader, every time the market goes up aggressively, I go up aggressively. If it drop, I drop aggressively. You guys already know this because I trade at 50x. My overall today, I am up $155 in total profit. So yeah, it is what it is. It's time to wait, right? Just chill and wait. Now, we go look at last but not the least, Wix exchange. On Wix, I am also trading King Kaspa, and my overall is sitting at $713. As you can see, it's changing up and down. Now we look at my contracts. You'll see that here I am still up $97, $95. That's what I'm up today. But hey, it is what it is, right? I told you, I showed you yesterday, I'm not targeting these prices. I'm waiting for Kaspa to start going 50 cents or $1 or whatever for me to make a decision whether I want to close these positions or not. Now, let's go look at Acorn. On Acorn, I am teaching my kid, like I told you guys, okay? And he is being the one managing this account. I'm only here to tell him go left or go right, and tell him the reason why I am saying go left or go right, okay? My overall today here, he's sitting at $459. Not bad for a 9-year-old, right? And if you look at everything, we see here, see right there. See, it's yeah, he's doing pretty good. Stocks and ETFs 366, and bonds we have $92. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. His overall all time, he's sitting at 2.04% up. Not bad. He's doing good. I like that. I like that. So by the time he's 25, he'll probably be financially free. And that's what I usually tell people. You have to look at this, okay? Look at this thing right here. 5 years from now, his account will be worth $10,000. Not bad for what? He's going to be 14 by then? That is if he stops investing. Let's say by the time 20 years, by 11 years from now, he'll be $28,000. That is if he stops investing, if he just leaves whatever is going in right now. But if he keeps on, he's probably going to double it. So yeah, these are the things that I show my kid. Like, you have to learn how to do this kind of stuff. You can use it for yourself, or you can use it to teach your children too. But hey, everything is just the way you want it to. I am grooming my next generation because I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. I want them to be financially free, to know how the world works in early stages of their world, of their lives, not to figure it out in your 30s or 35 how the world works financially. Oh, for fuck's sakes, these people, I don't even know them. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about what we talked about today. Okay? Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Again, Kaspa is your key to wealth, like we discussed today. Go on and do your research, and then you tell me what you find out. Until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.